Hey guys, I'm back with another YouTube video, and today I'm working on Michelle. This is my Red Iguana practice hand, and I will link down below where I got it from. I don't know why her name is Michelle, but anyway, I'm using some C-curve tips, and everything I used in this video will be down below. So I'm using some straight scissors to cut the side walls of the nail tips, but you really don't want to cut too much, but you still have to cut this, because if you just start filing these nail tips, it's gonna look funny on the side, and you laying acrylic on these wide tips is it's not gonna work. Before I actually placed the nail tips, I did have to insert some full coverage nail tips into my Red Iguana hand to pretty much make a fake nail plate. I had skipped the first two fingers because the angle was really bad, but this angle is way better, and I'm going to make sure that I'm also shaping the nails in real time. So when I'm shaping my C-curve tips, I personally don't like to just file up and down. You guys are going to see that I'm slightly at an angle underneath the nail as I'm filing, so that I could slowly taper the nail and also remove any extra sidewall that was on the nail before. I was going for more of a tapered square look, but if you did want the nail to be more of a coffin, you would just cut the side walls a little more than before. Also, someone in the comments was talking about how they miss me telling stories. I got y'all. It's just that when I have like client stories, I don't be quick to just come to YouTube and like tell y'all. Like, I don't like doing that. So any story I tell y'all, I kid you not, be from like super long ago. For this first nail, I'm doing a deep French tip, and I'm using my Mia Secret Cover Pink. Now that it's not running anymore, I'm going to use my brush to slowly pull the acrylic down, and I'll use the side of my brush to create my smile line. For the next bead, I'll be placing my cuticle bead, and I like this Red Iguana hand because you'll know if your acrylic is running immediately. Like, if my bead was too wet right here, you would immediately see the whole thing just go right onto the sidewall. So I think it's a great way to pretty much just practice, because like on the regular practice hand, you could practice your cuticle beads, of course, but if it start running off, you could just wipe it off. But that's not really how it is. Like, you actually have to go back and really clean it up so that it doesn't look messy. The smile line was a little thin, so I did go in with one more bead to make it thicker. For this next nail, I'm placing some leaves that I got off of Amazon, and I will be linking those down below. And right before I placed them, I did place a small bead of wet acrylic onto the nail to keep them from moving. Also, I'm using my Mia Secret monomer as well as their clear acrylic system. When I'm capping any chunky glitters, I prefer to use wetter beads just so that everything flows over each other and I don't really have to worry about going back and filling in a spot that I possibly missed when I was trying to cap the nail. As I'm doing this, I did want to thank everybody that did shop from my store. I truly appreciate it, and everybody that followed the page too. If y'all didn't know, I did release like a glitter acrylic line on November 1st. And for everybody that had purchased this week, I did throw in some extra things in there. But like I said, I just wanted to thank everybody for that. And y'all, we are almost at 50,000. I think it's been like a year since I've started my YouTube channel, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. And I've just grown so much in this past year, and I definitely have a lot more to learn. For this next nail, I'm using some acrylic from Nail Supply Glamour, and when I first place my bead, I like to make sure that the top of my bead is flat first before I start to bring anything down. And I also really focus on the side walls. So I'm going side, middle, side when I'm bringing my acrylic down so that everything comes down evenly. For this next nail, once again, I'm making sure that the top of the bead is flat first. So I'm using the tip of my acrylic brush to flatten the acrylic onto the nail before I start to bring the rest of my acrylic down. And I do this so that when I'm placing my next bead, there's no lines or bumps in my acrylic and everything will be smooth. Lastly, for my cuticle bead, I don't know why I picked up a bead that was that big. You honestly don't need a really big bead in the cuticle area. I prefer to work with smaller beads in the cuticle area because it's just less to manage. And when you're working, remember to hold your client's finger down so that if any acrylic was to spill, it will fall down instead of spilling over onto the side walls. I did have to go and place an extra bead of acrylic right there because I had applied way too much pressure right there, so I kind of felt like the color wasn't as vibrant in that area. So before I start capping that nail in clear, I am going to let it dry. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I prefer to use Nail Supply Glamour acrylic with their monomer. Like, their monomer is amazing with their products, but of course any acrylic will be best with their products. Like, they always recommend that you use their monomer. I don't really like using Mia's Secret with Nail Supply Glamour acrylic, so I prefer to use them. I actually just bought like a gallon of their monomer because I was like, I have too many colors of theirs not to just use their monomer, and it's still really good. And it's not really like a big deal. It just sets a little slower, but I'm really not a fan of like slow setting acrylic. Yeah, I just keep talking. But here I'm using my 80 grit file to go over the edges of my smile line, and after this I'm going to use the same colored acrylic and fill in all of the negative space. Now that this nail is dry, I'll be tapping it in clear, and once again I am using my Mia Secret clear acrylic. After placing your bead, you'll want to evenly pull your acrylic down, and like I said, I do this by dragging my brush down the acrylic, going side, middle, side. Also, I got my size 14 brush off of eBay. I used to get my brushes from Amazon, but I really just wasn't feeling the Amazon brushes anymore, and then eBay gives you like a little discount if you buy more than one. I decided to stick with my Mia Secret covered pink here because I didn't think I had enough Valentino Perfect Nude to finish the set. So I was like, you know what? Let me just stick to using this. But I think I do prefer that color over me just using this pink acrylic. I think the nude does look better. And my clients actually prefer for me to use the nude over this pink kind of cover color. Anyway, y'all could let me know your opinions on this down below. I'm gonna say maybe like, well, I told you anything I tell you happened like months ago. But pretty much I had a client that did not arrive to her appointment, and she had said that she didn't get the address. Now on my booking site, I let people know that once you book, you should get the address and the email. So if you book and you don't get it, you need to contact me immediately. Y'all, so she pretty much was trying to tell me that I'm stealing money from her because I took money for a service that wasn't provided. Now, I didn't charge her card. She's talking about the deposit. Now, y'all know the deposit goes towards the service, yes, of course, but it's also for the spot. Like, it's mainly for the spot, and it's confirming that you're gonna come, that you're gonna make it, and that you read everything. I was honestly being like as nice as I could be, trying to explain to her like, look, I didn't, like, come on, that don't even make no sense. Like, so we're pretty much going back and forth about it because she's trying to tell me that she's still gonna come, and she was pretty much like, oh, well, can I just come and get a shorter service? But the thing about that is, if I let you come and get a shorter service, wouldn't you just think next time you can do the same thing? Like, oh, if I come late, that's fine, she'll just do something a little quicker. No, we're not doing this. I just don't think people realize like that is deeper than, oh, let me just take you and try to do something real quick. Like, you don't want your service to be rushed. Like, you don't want your service to be rushed, and the next person does not want you in my chair when it's time for their appointment. So why would we even try to sit here and do this? And if you guys were wondering about the pinky nail, I did file it down and add some clear acrylic on top. My phone had died right when I was doing this, so the video disappeared. For this video, I actually did not use my e-file, surprisingly. I only used my hand file, so I went over the cuticle area and everything using my hand file, and I do not do this on clients. I really only did this because I was using the practice hand. I am also once again using my 8080 grit file, and I actually did get these files from my local nail supply store, but I will link some similar ones down below. When you're creating your fake nail plate for your Red Iguana hand, you want to make sure that you go up a size or two when you are placing the full coverage tips, because here you guys are going to see that it constantly slips out. That's only because the nail tip fit the Red Iguana hand perfectly, so naturally as I'm filing, it started to come out over and over again. Also, y'all, these hand files was tearing my gloves up. I don't know why I didn't just change them, but they was gonna get messed up anyway, because after this we're gonna go over the painting, and I actually did get better with my artwork. Also, I did not forget about the giveaway from the last video. I will be announcing the winner in the next video. But I also wanted to know, who stay in Cali? Like, where are my California nail techs at? I'm gonna be coming to California for my birthday in February, and I wanted to know how is the weather, and I also need like a few places to go, like some lounges, some clubs. And if you want to come, like, I don't mind. I honestly should have did like a meet and greet when I was in Houston. I really wish I would have thought of that, and I got so many comments that also agreed. So y'all let me know how y'all feeling about that. Here's the shape. Amazing. Y'all, I'm gonna have to screenshot this for the thumbnail. So when I'm doing my hand painted art, I do use gel polish and I also use gel paint. I'm still going back and forth between which I like better, but here I'm outlining my French line. I'm pretty sure you guys seen in other videos the way I hold my acrylic brush. People tell me I hold it funny, and honestly, I believe them because I don't really hold writing utensils properly. So when it comes to me painting, I did have to get used to properly holding my paintbrush. So there's gonna be a few times where like I change how I'm holding it, and I'll be seeing the comments when y'all be saying stuff about the acrylic brush. So I know when y'all see this, y'all gonna be like, what is she doing? Next, I'm using my black gel polish and I'm making small lines going down the nail, and some of them were coming out longer than the other. This was my first time kind of going for this look. So to pretty much straighten them out, I ended up cleaning it up with my acetone. I was flash curing my designs as I was going, so after like every line I did go back and flash cure it just to prevent myself from messing up, because this is my first time doing this design and I really was not trying to mess this up. I wish I would have done these lines just a little darker, because I feel like when I applied the top coat, you really couldn't see the lines in the design as much as I wanted it to, but yeah, I still liked it. I feel like it took me an extremely long time to do this one nail. I kid y'all not. I was not breathing as I was doing these lines. I know that I've gotten better because since I've done this nail, I've had so many of my clients request it. So I just had gotten faster and faster, but y'all getting a slow version because this set actually ended up coming out really nice. I got inspired by a picture that I seen on Instagram, so I wanted to do a patch nail. So pretty much I'm going to draw a heart, and I'm also going to draw a few boxes. I'm going to outline it and also create a few stitches on the sides. Now for all of the art I was doing, I was just drawing the outline first and then filling it in. But I had seen that some people actually draw it with pencil first, even if it is like a really simple design. And I think I'm gonna just start doing that because it seems like it may be a little faster. And since I'm just getting into hand-drawn art, it may be convenient. Another thing is I did apply a top coat before I actually started painting on the nails. I used my not polished matte top coat before I started painting. I actually did not know that you were supposed to top coat the nails before you painted it. I was watching another nail tech on her live and she did that, and I was like, wow, that makes so much sense, because every time I was painting, the paint was like slipping through the cracks, and I was like, why is this happening? Also, if you made it to this part of the video, comment your Instagram names down below. I'm gonna start following you guys back again. It's been a while since I told y'all to do that. So I'm gonna need everybody to drop their Instagram name down below, and y'all gonna get a follow from me, and once I follow you, I'm gonna like your comment. After I finish this heart, I will be creating a 3D flower, and I did also get the 3D flower brush from Amazon. Like I said earlier in the video, everything will be linked down below to the direct links. For my 3D flower, I did do a two-tone flower, and I also have more detailed tutorials on my page if you are interested in learning how to do some 3D flowers. So yeah, this is all that I have for you guys today. If y'all did enjoy these nails and like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.